We're really proud to have over 340 brand certificates in place, and they cover all of the different schemes from healthcare, education, industrial, etc. And so we have both the capacity and the experience to look at any project that brand can cover.
Whilst there are only a few of us within the team, we have over 50 years of combined assessor experience, which means we really are best placed to provide projects with support and guidance on their assessments.
So the reason we got into this field in the first place is because we all genuinely want to have a positive impact on the built environment. And what BREEAM allows us to do is use this really tried and tested holistic sustainability framework so that we can push our clients towards the most impressive best practice results.
We appreciate that BREEAM can seem really overwhelming to teens. And where we feel like we excel is our ability to relay the criteria, which we know can feel quite complex at times, and break this down into manageable chunks so the team can focus on what's really important, which is designing and constructing sustainable buildings.
With our many years' experience of BREEAM, we have a really deep understanding of the criteria, but also a huge amount of project experience. So that means we can kind of tailor, make sure that the right credits are targeted for the right scheme to get the right sustainable solution for that particular project.
Building strong relationships with our project teams is really important to us, and it's really core to our strategy as a team. And we really noticed a shift in recent years where sustainability was once nice to have. It's now a really important part of a building assessment. So we're much more embedded within the design team and we can work with them better from an early stage in the project.
We have a lot of repeat clients who know that we will provide them with a quality and reliable service. I think one of the reasons we have this repeat business is because we have an appreciation for the cost benefit balance that comes with making a project more sustainable. We work with our teams to identify how to maximise the sustainability within their design without compromising the feasibility of the overall project.
We don't shy away from tricky projects, ones that might not be able to be targeting like the higher ratings of outstanding or excellent, or indeed ones where teams might not have engaged as early as we would like, and sustainably the best approach would be to do nice and early. But we are well aware that those schemes are still trying to achieve their sustainable goals. So we work with teams on those tricky schemes to try and incorporate the best elements that they can to make that product as sustainable as it can be, given the constraints of timeframes and costs, etc., that are associated with the project.
We've developed a really good relationship with BRE over the years, which means that we're always open to getting their input and their guidance. And equally, we're really open to providing them with feedback when we feel like things can be improved within the BREEAM assessment process.
Training and development is really important to us here at SWH. New team members are trained internally for around 6 months prior to going ahead with their formal assessor training with BRE. Our assessors also regularly take part in general construction CPDs as well as internal training with our engineers to ensure we have a broad understanding of the industry beyond the BREEAM criteria.
It's important that projects set the right goals sustainably and with BREEAM. So that can kind of depend obviously on the size of the scheme, its location, what stage we've been engaged on and what have you. So we work with teams to set those sustainability goals step by step from an early stage right way through to that final certification.
For us, communication is key. So we make sure that we always schedule regular catch-ups with our project teams so key milestones and requirements aren't missed.
Within our team, we have assessors and APs trained in the full suite of BREEAM schemes, be it domestic, commercial, refurbishment and new construction as well.
We understand the importance of reaching sustainability goals, whether it's for planning, funding, or just to demonstrate the performance of your project. We take real pride in getting projects over the line and we celebrate these wins as a team.
Yeah, our knowledge from our many years of being BREEAM assessors has supported us in moving into other sustainability services that we now offer, including sustainability statements and life cycle assessments.
We at SWH have been tracking our resource consumption since 2016, and we're now confident enough in this methodology that we can use it to help our own clients calculate their own operational carbon. So we work closely with them to work out where their emissions are coming from and what sorts of plans we can put in place to reduce their carbon over time.
Over the last couple of years, we've been working closely with our colleagues within the engineering side of Scott White and Huckins to help them better understand the carbon impact of the designs that they do and how they can measure that and look to reduce it. So we've been looking at doing, and I've been carrying out extensive training with them on the latest techniques and the software that's available so that they can look to record and reduce the amount of carbon that we and our designs produce.
With the spotlight rightly being on the journey to net zero, we're excited for the release of version 7 and what that brings. We know there's going to be a lot of focus on net zero. And in the meantime, we've been working to train, upskill, and invest in software so that we can support our teams upon the release of version 7.